was to tell me that Jethro had a mountain lion.
I tell you it's true. I sent Jethro to the root cellar, and when he didn't come back, I went to see what was keeping him. And there stood a great big mountain lion licking his chops. He had my baby boy right out from under his hat.
Is the truck gone?
Mountain lions don't eat trucks. They is flesh eaters.
I know that, but I figured if the truck was gone, that might tell us what happened to Jethro.
I told you what happened. He was hit by a mountain lion in the root cellar. Now, you gonna get your gun and shoot him before he eats the rest of the family?
It's kind of dark in that root cellar. What you seen might not have been a mountain lion at all.
I tell you, I seen him. There's a wild varmint in the root cellar.
We've been out here in Beverly Hills for going on to 8 years now, and the wildest thing we've seen yet is that movie star lives down the street.
Which one?
The one with the long blonde hair, wears them wild clothes and jewelry, walks with a wiggle. You know the fella.
I tell you, there's a mountain lion in my root cellar. Now, are you gonna shoot him or do I have to?
Quick as I have this cereal, I'll take a look.
How can you sit there eating cereal at a time like this?
It ain't easy.
Fireman's eating your kinfolks and... Jed,
Now what?
where's Ellie? Maybe the mountain lion ate her too.
I sent Ellie out to get the morning mail. Now, will you sit down and get a hold of yourself?
Here's the mail, Pa.
Oh, fine, Ellie. Now, run fetch your pa's gun. He's gonna shoot that mountain lion in the root cellar.
You ain't gonna shoot Herman.
Herman?
Well, I got him yesterday at the animal farm. He's my new pet.
Some pet. He ate your cousin Jethro.
Herman wouldn't do that.
Well, he did, and your pa's fixing to shoot him.
Please don't, Pa.
Do what you have to do, kid. Kinfolks comes ahead of varmints.
You ain't gonna do it, are you, Pa?
Looks like the only thing I ain't gonna do for sure is eat this cereal.
Oh, well, I'll give it to Herman. He just loves it. Herman, come get your breakfast.
You bring no man-eating beast in here.
He ain't no man-eating beast, Granny. See, he's just as tame as a kitten.
You get that vicious killer out of my kitchen.
Come on, Herman, with that skirt.
You see, Jed? I told you I seen a man-eating beast.
Yep. Now, if you'll fetch me another bowl, you'll see a man eating cereal. Looks like somebody has sent us the latest copy of the Silver Dollar City News.
Who was it?
Don't say. Well, doggy. Guess who's getting married?
Who?
Alverna Bradshaw's daughter.
Big Mouth Bradshaw?
Yep.
Are you telling me that the homeliest girl in the hills has got herself a fella?
Seems that way.
I don't believe it.
Read it for yourself.
Here it is, in black and white.
Yep.
Alverna's daughter is getting married.
Yep.
I don't believe it.
Afraid it's true, Granny.
You realize what this means?
I'm afraid it means I ain't gonna eat this cereal.
We've got to get Ellie Mae married right away.
Why?
Because Big Mouth Bradshaw is 2 days younger than Ellie. And if she gets married before your daughter, you're going to be disgraced.
No, I won't.
Well, think of Ellie. She'll die of shame.
Oh, I won't bother Ellie.
Think about Jethro. Why, he's a boy with a lot of pride. He's liable to leave home.
Not as long as we got victuals here.
Yeah. No joking matter. We've got to take Ellie back to the hills and get her married right away. There's no time to lose.
Why the hill?
'Cause that's where the men are the marrying kind.
Could we talk about this after I have my breakfast? I'm powerful hungry.
No, Jed. We've got to settle this matter right now. There's no time to lose.
Well, all right. You go next door and ask Mr. Drysdale, would he keep an eye on the place if we go back?
Good idea.
Granny, how about the bill? Oh, thank you, Uncle Jed.
Where you been, Jethro?
Been to college.
Yeah, college, huh? Good for you. How long you been going?
This is my first day.
See, I fell in with this here college crowd. They made me realize how much I've been missing.
Do tell.
Oh, yeah. See, even though I graduated 6th grade, there's still more I can learn.
I'm proud of you, boy.
Thanks, Uncle Jeb. It's fun, too. Real nice bunch of fellas. And talk about smart.
Any of them fellas unmarried?
All of them, as far as I know.
Well, you reckon you could fetch home one of them college fellas, introduce them to your cousin Ellie?
Fetch home a whole bunch of them. Then you can take her pick.
Well, it'll be just dandy. Well, look at that. Just enough cereal left for one more bowl.
Thank you, Uncle Jeb. When you're hungry, ain't nothing like a bowl of cereal.
Ain't nothing like it as far as I'm concerned.
We're up in Drysdale here. Yes. What's the gold market doing there in London today? All right, buy me $5 million in bullion. Right. Now listen, Chauncey. Tell Onassis I'm prepared to invest $50 million in that Greek shipping deal. And tell that Dutch oil syndicate I'm ready with the $30 million they need. Right. Get back to me at the office. Okay?
Chief.
Yes, come in.
Excuse me, Chief. Granny's here, and she'd like to ask you a favor.
What is it?
Well, they're going on a trip, and they'd like you to keep an eye on the house and take care of Ellie's critters.
The answer is no. I am a bank president, not a caretaker. An international financier, not a zookeeper. And Granny's going to be told that right now. Go tell her.
Me? Well, why don't you tell her?
Miss Hathaway, I just told you. I am an international financier. I just invested $85 million by long-distance telephone. And I can't afford to argue with those hillbillies.
Why not?
Because it's their $85 million.
Morning, Mr. Drysdale. Did Miss Jane tell you the news?
She's going on a little trip. Palm Springs, Lake Arrowhead.
No, we's going to God's country.
Fort Knox.
No, we's going back home to the hills
What for?
to get Ellie Mae a husband.
Granny, there's plenty of eligible men right here.
Now, don't start that again. You've been yelling suey for the last 7 years, and you ain't got a hog to the trough yet. Now, we'll be leaving as soon as the truck is loaded, so you fetch our money over to us.
All of it?
Well, Ellie has got to have a dowry.
Granny, you don't want to go back to the hills with $85 million.
It's better than nothing.
Now, steady, Chief.
Do you realize if they take their money out of my bank, I'm ruined?
We'll think of a plan. Maybe
There's
we
no time to think or plan. This calls for action. Now.
Chief! What are you going to do?
I'm going to stab all 4 of them.
No!
Let go of me. They're not driving back to the hills.
Chief, come to your senses. You can't use that on the carpets.
I don't intend to. I'm going to puncture the tires on their truck. They'll have to get some out of a catalog. It'll take 3 weeks to get new ones.
Dad! Dad!
Here, Granny.
Are you still eating cereal?
It looks like it.
Well, make that your last bowl. Then let's get packed and loaded and on the road.
Oh, Granny, we might not have to go back to the hill.
What you mean?
Well, Jethro is fetching over a whole covey of nice young college fellas for Ellie to look over.
Jed, you have been beating these Beverly Hills bushes for 7 years. And what have you got to show for it? A bunch of beat-up bushes and an old maid daughter.
Granny, I think we ought to keep an open mind about this.
Come on, Jed. Let's pack up and get back to the hills.
At least let Ellie meet the boys. She might cotton to one of them.
All right. I've got a completely open mind about it. Of course, let's have Ellie Mae meet the college boys.
Good.
And as quick as she's met them, let's head for the hills.
Place. All around.
Jethro. He's his college student?
Yes, sir. Fetched him right off the campus. Oh, this here's my Uncle Jed.
Howdy.
Hey, man. How are you? Oh. This here is Mitch. He's been to 12 colleges.
Ah, it's a dandy record. What all did you study?
Study? They don't study. They protest.
Well, what do they protest?
Everything. You name it, they protested. They march up and down in front of the college holding signs.
Well, how about you? Ain't you learning nothing?
Oh, yeah. I'm carrying 3 subjects.
Good, good. What are they?
Down with the dean, down with the faculty, and down with the regent.
You walk around carrying signs, too, huh?
Heck yeah. That's what college is all about.
Well, don't you go inside at all?
Starting tomorrow, I do. They's going to let me bust down the dean's door and tie him up.
Why are you going to do that?
Because I'm part of the academic revolution. I'm fighting for intellectual freedom. I'm throwing off the shackles of the economic power structure and putting down you corporate entities and conglomerates. I have done solved my identity problem. I know where I'm going and who I am. I'm free to make up my own mind and do my own thing.
And what is that?
They ain't told me yet.
I got a couple of things to tell you.
Dad,
Yeah, Granny?
is them fine young college students you was bragging on here yet?
Stay where you are. I'll be right there.
Man, is that the chick you were telling me about?
Oh, yeah. That's my cousin Ellie. Hi, Ellie. I'd like you to meet these 3 guys.
2 guys. I'm a girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you want to swing?
Cool.
Okay, let's split.
At last, a meaningful relationship.
Hey, would you like to go to college?
Well, yes, sir. I reckon so.
Come on, if we hurry, we can get there in time for the 12 o'clock cafeteria break.
Really?
Yeah, 12 o'clock, we're going to break the cafeteria.
Hey, wait for me. I'll help you break it, but let's eat first.
Mr. Drysdale.
Oh, Granny, you're still here!
Put me down, Mr. Drysdale. What's the matter with you?
Oh, I'm so happy to see you. I love you.
He was afraid you'd gone back to the hills to find the family beauty a husband.
I ain't looking for no husband. Now put me down. It's Ellie and me we're wanting to find a husband for. Did you fetch over the money?
Money?
Our 85 million. Where is it?
Well, you can't withdraw any money today. You see, the bank is closed.
Well, you better come into the kitchen and explain that to Jim.
Chief, the bank is not closed.
If they withdraw 85 million, it will be.
Jim, not another bowl of cereal.
That's right. Not another bowl of cereal. All right, Herman, come and get it.
Oh, Mr. Clampett, what's this ugly rumor about your going back to the hills?
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it ugly.
And we've taken our money with us.
That's the ugly part.
Why?
Oh, I mean, there's a terrible risk involved. You might be held up and robbed.
You think so?
Well, only this morning, Miss Hathaway disarmed a desperate man right here in this neighborhood.
Really?
Then threw him down, took his knife away from him as he was headed for your house.
Quite true. Terrible man. The moment his weapon was gone, he turned into a sniveling, whimpering cur.
You must be plumb tuckered, Miss Jane. Sit down.
Well, I did work up a bit of an appetite. Do you mind if I have a bowl of cereal?
Help yourself, and lots of luck.
I'll get you a bowl, Miss Jane. I'm glad to see somebody else getting some cereal. Jed has been stuffing himself all morning.
Mr. Clampett, let's sit down and talk this over.
Well, now, I'm pretty well set on going back home, Mr. Drysdale.
Oh, Mr. Clampett, do you want that beautiful, sweet daughter of yours to marry some barefoot, ragged, slovenly, unwashed clod?
No, sir. That's the reason I want to go home. I want to get her away from them college boys.
College boys?
Yes, ma'am. Jethro is going to college, and he fetched home some boys to meet Ellie, but there wasn't a keeper in the bunch.
I didn't think Jethro could qualify for college.
Oh, yeah. He can march and protest with the best of them. Carries them signs higher than anybody.
Mr. Clampett, please stay here. There's no guarantee that you'll find a husband for Ellie back in the hills.
Ah! If Big Mouth Bradshaw can get a man, Ellie can get a dozen of them.
I kind of think we ought to give it a try. There's some mighty fine boys back around Bug Tussle, Silver Dollar City.
And besides, we's lonesome for the hills.
Mighty pretty back there this time of the year. Leaves turning.
Well, you'll come back right away, won't you?
I kind of like to do a little trout fishing with old Jim Owen. He knows where them big rascals hide out.
And you can go hunting and get me a brace of wild turkeys for Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving?
The best hunting is right after the first snowfall.
Oh, Jed, let's stay for a white Christmas.
Christmas?
You know, my favorite time of year back home is when the dogwood blooms in the spring.
Spring?
It's hard to beat summer in them cool woods.
Summer? That makes a whole year.
That's right. Time sure flies in the hills.
Yeah, a year would only tease us. Let's just stay there.
Hi, everybody. Look, Paul. I'm a college girl now.
Where have you been?
Been in a protest march out to college.
Don't draft me? Where did you get that?
Well, I didn't have a sign to carry, so I took this away from a fella.
What happened to your pretty dress?
Well, I traded it for these groovy threads that I got at the Kemper Slop Shop.
Slop shop.
I think she means swap shop.
Come with me.
Where are we going?
Back home to the hills. You are gonna beat Big Mouth Bradshaw to the altar.
Hey, soul cousin. Did Ellie tell you about the raid on the college cafeteria? Wiped them out. Ain't got a bit of food left.
It sounds like a mob. How many were there?
Just me. Uncle Jed, baby, that college life is a gas. I mean, that's where it's happening.
Don't sound like you're happening to learn much.
Not true, old-timer. We's learning the 3 R's. Rioting, raiding, and ransacking. Poor old cat just don't dig. He's so far out, it's pitiful. I mean, come on, Dad. Like, get with it. Swing a little, Pops. Lay some skin on me.
You know, I might just do that.
Bless his sweet old heart. Marches to a different drummer. I ain't blaming you old folks. It's the generation gap. But I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm tuned in, turned on, and toned up.
Well, tune out, turn off, and pack up. We're going home.
Is he kidding? I ain't going back to the hills. I'm a college man. I'm gonna stay right here where I got intellectual freedom.
You're absolutely right, Jethro. You don't want to be a college dropout.
I sure don't. College is fun. There's lots of fellas and lots of girls. And quick as I can learn to tell them apart, it's gonna be a lot more fun.
Oh, there you are, boy. Let's get these bags on the truck.
There, now you hurry and pack while I put up some lunch for the road.
I ain't going, Granny.
What did you say?
I ain't going back to the hills. I want to stay right here and pursue my education.
Well, gee whiz, Jethro. If you don't drive the truck, then can't none of us go.
What's this? Not going back to the hills? Oh, what a shame. Miss Hardaway, let's give the Clampetts a hand. Get these bags upstairs and unpack.
You giving this any thought?
Yes, sir. Talked the whole thing over with Mr. Drysdale. I'm going to be a college graduate, just like him, and hold down a white-collar job.
Is that so?
Yes, sir. I don't aim to work with my hands, plowing fields and busting stumps. I'm going to use my head.
You go along with us, do you, Mr. Drysdale?
Mr. Clampett, honesty demands that I reply in the affirmative. This fine boy has a great potential. I'm proud of him. I believe in him. Oh, I only wish I had a boy just like him.
You got him.
What?
We're going to leave this fine boy, great potential, with you. Miss Jane, could you drive us to the airport and get us on a plane to home?
Yes, I guess
Come on,
so.
Granny, Ellie Mae, let's go.
Now, just a minute. I didn't mean anything. Mr. Drysdale, let him go. Or can I call you Dad?
Nuts.
Okay. Come on, Nuts.
Music on Purse. Yo. It's a clear blue sky, but without you it's rain and a world full of noise. Your voice is my refrain, day by day, every moment that I'm looking through. All I see, all I dream, all I need is you. I need you like the beat needs a rhyme, like a poet needs pain, to bring his words to life. Every day, every night, through the struggle and strife, you're the light in my fight, the ultimate vibe. I need you like the beat needs a rhyme, like a poet needs pain, to bring his words to life. Every day, every night, through the struggle and strife, you're the light in my fight, the ultimate vibe.
Coming to the city limit.
Does that sign say the population is 28?
Sure does.
Why, it's pretty near doubled since we left.
Yeah, seems like there's just no such thing as a small town anymore. Howdy, Shad.
Howdy, Mr. Heller.
Howdy.
How's Molly?
Fine and dandy. Well, who was that, Chad? Dogged if it didn't look like the Clampetts. Thank you, Burl.
Enjoyed it.
Dandy ride.
Oh, Jed and Ellie Mae, just take a whiff of this mountain air.
Take it easy now. This clean stuff is going to take some getting used to.
Bye, Mr. Burl.
Thank you.
Hi. I thought it was you, Clampetts. Welcome home.
Thank you, Mr. Heller.
Good to see you, Shad.
Why, Shad, you old beaver. What happened to your beard? You trimmed it off.
Oh, I didn't exactly trim it, Granny. I got the pump in the porch too hard and it caught fire. Where's Big Jethro? Well, Jethro stayed back in California. He's going to college now. Well, do tell. What's he studying? Well, as far as I can figure, it's mainly protesting. Well, what's he protesting? As far as I can figure, it's mainly college. Then why's he going? Shad, that's as far as I can figure.
Jed, we best get settled in.
See you later, Mr. Heller.
Yeah, see you at the fair. Fair?
Is there going to be a fair?
Yep, big one right here in Silver Dollar City.
Oh, Jed, this town will be crawling with young fellas from these hills. Oh, Ellie, honey, I knowed this was the place to bring you to get a husband.
Granny, you're embarrassing Ellie Mae.
Oh, Shad's an old friend. He's known this girl since she was born. Jed, take this little girl in out of the sun before her baby skin gets freckled.
Don't look like nobody's gonna come and wait on.
It don't for a fact. Give that bell a whomp, Ellie. Yeah. What can I do? Well, we'd like it. Ain't you Shorty Killen? Yeah. Ellie Mae, I used to go hunting with this rascal when we was boys. Shake hands with Shorty Killen.
Howdy, Mr. Kell.
Howdy, Ellie Mae. I don't remember you being that short. I remember being this short myself. No wonder I'm sitting down. Yeah. Your face is commencing to come back to me now. Yeah. I remember you. You're Jed Clampett. No. Yeah, I am? No. I remember Jed Clampett. He's a much younger fella. Well, now, Shorty, you ain't seen me in 25 years. Yeah, they said. Jed Clampett. You old son of a gun. Oh, you fine and dandy. You ain't changed a bit. Neither have you. Where's you staying? Oh, we'd like to stay here. You couldn't make a finer choice. Well, now, all we need is 2 rooms. Granny and Ellie can double up. 2 finest hotel rooms in the county's right upstairs above us. They faces on the main street. There's got a porch and a balcony. There's 2 dandy beds in the room. Perfect. We'll take him.
It's already took. But there's 2 rooms in the back. Not quite as deluxe, but comfortable.
All right, we'll take them.
They's took 2.
What have you got?
Jed, I'm afraid the fare has just got a swamp. The hotel is booked solid, all 4 rooms.
Let me see if you can catch the buggy driver. We might need him.
Oh, yes, sir, Pop.
Jed, I got a 90. There's a show business act got them 2 front rooms. This year was fair. 3 acrobats or jugglers or some such out of Kansas City. Likely a wild bunch. I'll just put them up over at my house and give you them rooms.
Oh, we don't want to turn nobody out.
Oh, I'd rather not have them fast, loose show people here in the hotel nohow. At my house, I can keep an eye on them.
Well, that's mighty nice of you.
Hey, ladies. I'll have to ask you to pack up. You're moving over to my place. How'd you like to be gathering eggs and find them in the nest?
How about some more of that white meat?
That was my hand, and keep away from it. Here are your eggs.
How about some ham to go with them? Some more biscuits, too.
Nothing doing. I'm through cooking for you rotten kids.
Look who's calling us rotten. This capitalist dog. Master swine. Reactionary fink.
Now watch it, fellas.
Don't call us fellas. This is a girl. Oh, Mitch. This is the girl. Big deal. Hey, can I have some more eggs?
No, you can't. Why don't you and your freak-out friends go clutter up a campus?
We're still hungry.
So, mug Howard Johnson. I got a bank to run.
Hey, Jethro, this establishment cat's putting us down. Hey, establishment cat, are you putting us down?
How can I? You're already as low as you can get.
Let's get together a couple of 100 flower children and march on this cat's bank. And picket, protest, and demonstrate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll show you we're full of love.
Right. You call that love?
Yeah, man. We love to picket, protest, and demonstrate.
Jethro, they'll wreck my bank. Talk to them.
I'm with them, Whitey. We's gonna get you honkers. We's closing you up, Mr. Charlie. Jethro, that's not our bag. That belongs to another group on campus. Oh, yeah. You done broke your last treaty with us. You stole our country and herded us on the reservations. Pale-face, speak with pork. Oh, come on, gang. Let's go down to his bank and organize a demonstration. Yeah.
Wait a minute, fellas. I mean, fellas and girl. You don't want to demonstrate against me. I relate to you. I dig you. I love you. I'm not a banker at heart. I'm a flower child.
Hello? Oh, yes, ma'am. Just a minute. Miss Jane wants to know how soon you're coming down to the bank.
Give me that phone. Now listen, you capitalist stooge. I'm not coming near that temple of greed. I've associated myself with a fine young group of strikers and demonstrators. And we say down with the moneylenders. Down with the dollar. We shall overcome.
Did I hear correctly? The president of this bank called it a temple of greed? Down with the moneylenders, down with the dollar? Why, I'll have that man arrested and charged with treason.
Oh, Mr. Parnell, wait.
The executive committee of the Bankers Association will meet in emergency session this afternoon to consider the fate of that seditious maniac.
Oh, Mr. Parnell, please, let me explain. Mr. Drysdale has been under a terrible strain. You see, his largest depositors have left town, and he's worried about losing $85 million.
You mean this bank has an unsound financial position as well as an unsound president?
Oh, no. They haven't withdrawn the money yet. In fact, Mr. Drysdale is hoping to leave today for Silver Dollar City.
That sounds like a Las Vegas gambling club.
Oh, no. Silver Dollar City is a little town. It's located back in the hills where the Clampetts came from, and they've gone back there to find a husband for Ellie Mae.
So, Granny, you gotta come tell Bernie Bradshaw. Are you gonna scrap with her?
No, she ain't. There ain't gonna be one unpleasant word spoke.
But, Jed, I know Elverna. She'll lord it over me because Big Mouth is getting married ahead of Ellie.
Don't call her daughter Big Mouth. Her name is Victoria Rose.
Oh, please, Jed, don't make me face Elverna. She'll go to reviling me and abuse me, and I'll lose my temper.
Yeah, well, maybe you best duck inside. I know you got a short fuse.
And she's just the punk that can light it.
Howdy, Elverna.
Well, Jed Clampett and little Ellie Mae.
Howdy, Miss Bradshaw.
I thought I saw Granny with you.
Well, yeah, she had a little shopping to do.
Oh, I have too. I'm going to pick up some material for my daughter's wedding gown.
Yeah, we heard about Victoria Rose getting married. Congratulations.
Thank you.
When the wedding gonna be, Miss Bradshaw?
The 31st of this month. That happens to be Big Mouth's Victoria Rose's birthday. Are you married yet, Ellie Mae?
No, ma'am.
Oh, engaged?
No, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sure you have lots of prospects.
Oh, no, ma'am.
What a pity.
But Granny said you...
Well, me, I think we ought to be moving along. Well, nice to see you, Elverna, and lots of happiness to your daughter and the lucky young man.
Well, thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Miss Bradshaw.
Toodaloo. Well, Granny.
Well, Elverna Bradshaw, of all people.
I just had a lovely visit with Mr. Clampett and that poor, sweet, unfortunate spinster granddaughter of yours.
Ellie Mae ain't no spinster. She's getting married most any day now.
Oh, really? To whom?
Well, you don't know the fella.
Neither does Ellie Mae.
What you mean?
She just told me she wasn't engaged and had no prospects.
Still think if Ellie Mae wasn't getting married, that I would have bought this material for her wedding dress?
Did you get that at the Emporium? Oh, you did! And that's the last bolt of white orchid in the whole county.
Is that a fact?
You did that for spite. Are you getting my daughter's wedding dress?
That's Ellie Mae's wedding dress.
It is not, and you know it. Ellie Mae ain't getting married.
She'll get married before that scarecrow daughter of yours.
She will not.
She will. Oh, heck.
Hi, Granny.
I don't want to talk about it. It's over and done with, so I don't want to talk about it. Well, ain't you going to ask me what I don't want to talk about?
All right. What is it?
I don't want to talk about it.
Your move, Shorty.
She is the meanest, most spiteful woman that ever walked the face of this earth. And it won't do you any good to ask me who I'm talking about, because I wouldn't soil my lips with the mention of her name.
Now, who can that be?
Elverna Bradshaw, and shame on you for dragging it out of me. Now that it's out in the open, you and me has got to see that Ellie beats that Big Mouth Bradshaw to the altar. Our honor is at stake.
I don't hardly think it is.
Am I the only one in this family with any pride?
No, but you're the only one that made a bet with Elverna Bradshaw.
Where'd you hear that?
All over town. You and Elverna drawed quite a crowd.
You ain't gonna let me lose, are you, Jed?
You and Elverna had no business making that bet.
Well, there's just so much golden a body can take. Would you like to be called a mealy-mouthed liar? A prune-faced old bag?
No, I wouldn't.
Well, neither did she.
I gotta leave for a few minutes. Would you keep an eye on the hotel?
Be glad to, Shorty.
Jed, you gotta help me win this bet. If I lose, Elverna Bradshaw gets to kick me clean to the top of Dewey Ball Mountain.
Granny, you got nobody to blame but yourself.
Oh, but Jed, El Verner's got a kick like a mule. And them sodbusters of hers is that big, with soles that thick. If she puts shoes on, she'll kill me. Ain't you gonna do nothing?
Yep. I'm going to write a letter to Jethro. Poor boy is out home there all by himself.
Jethro is fine. Mr. Drysdale's looking after him.
Come on, Mr. Drysdale, always wait. Beautiful, baby.
You see? I told you I was one of you. A flower child. Now, you're not going to demonstrate at my bank now, are you?
No, man, we couldn't bust a soul, brother. I guess we can throw those signs away.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Well, what do you say we hit some schools?
Hey, what about the military academy?
No, man, those cats fight back.
It's a girls' school in Wilshire.
That's it. Let's go.
I'll see you later. I want to write a letter resigning from the Bankers Association.
How you swinging, Daddy? Skin.
Huh? Oh.
You're from the East, Mr. Parnell. You've never met Mr. Drysdale. But once you do, you'll see for yourself that he is every inch the traditional bank president. Dignified, financially responsible. Why, he's the very epitome of sound conservatism. Here's Mr. Drysdale here.
Who do you think I am?
Mr. Drysdale!
So, this is your conservative, dignified bank president. Who are you?
Chief, this is Mr. Ben Parnell, the new president of the Bankers Association.
Down with the dollar. Bust banking. Stamp out interest. Why, you...
Oh, here you are. Say, this is a dandy porch for sitting and rocking. You can see everything that's going on all over the town.
Sure can, Granny.
Where you been?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been down helping Andy Miller paint signs for the fair. It commences in the morning, you know.
Oh, I didn't know you was a sign painter.
Oh, I'm pretty good at painting pictures and such. I have put 'em up, too.
Elverna Bradshaw by Granny? Why, that miserable little wretch! Oh. Elverna Bradshaw side view. Oh, I'll fix her. I dare Elverna near the hotel. I double dog dare Elverna near the hotel. This way to hotel.
Ain't that Alberti Bradshaw heading toward the hotel?
Sure enough is.
And how come?
Oh, I hope she ain't coming to pick a fight with me.
If she does, Granny, you can bust her foot. And she can't keep you up, Dewey Ball.
Ain't gonna be no fight, is there, Granny?
Oh, saints preserve us, no, Jed. Unless the woman provokes me to the end of human endurance, I'll speak only words of kindness to her.
That's the spirit, Granny.
Here I am, you miserable little knothead.
Please, Alverna, don't call Jed Clampett names like that.
I'm talking to you, Granny, you rat-faced little warthog.
She's provoking me, Jed.
True. But remember, a soft answer turneth away wrath.
Blessings on you, Alverna.
You come down here and I'll bless you from one end of town to the other. You chicken-livered, yellow-bellied little runt.
She provoked me again, Jed.
She did for a fact.
Peace on you, Alverna.
Break a piece brains out of you, you little buzzard!
She done it again, Jed.
Dogged if she didn't. She mean Marcy one more time, I'm going to have to turn you loose.
May the bluebird of happiness flutter over your head, Alberta.
Are you gonna come down here, or do I have to come up and get you, you sniveling polecat?
That did it, Granny. Go get her.
Okay, busted foot Bradshaw, here I come.
She's crazy, she'll kill me.
Come and get it, face.
Nothing Granny will catch you, pal?
Well, hard to say. Alverna's got a long...
Will I shine, clear and bold, grabbing my future, precious as gold, breathless moments, now they fuel my run. Each heartbeat screams I'm not done. Freedom's calling, it's ringing my name. Through the sweat and tears I claim my fame. Run, gotta get out, gotta find my route. The city's a trap, of that there's no doubt. Run to the end till I shout. I'm free at last, what life's all about. Runs burning, sweat drips like tears. Each step forward, outstripping my fears. Skyscrapers pursuing, they begin till I shout. I'm free at last, what life's...
Oh, come in, Miss Walsh.
Thank you. I have some papers for Mr. Drysdale.
Oh, I guess he's still up at the Clampett. They've gone back to the hills, and the chief foolishly agreed to take care of the house, Jethro, and the critters.
And the what?
Critters. That's hill talk for animals. Oh, hello, Chief. How's everything up the mansion?
Mansion? You mean menagerie? This place makes the zoo look like a... Just gave you a stack of pancakes, you glutton.
Sounds like Jethro.
No, that's the bear.
You're cooking pancakes for the bear?
I'm cooking pancakes for everybody. I figure it's one thing they'll all like. You see, with syrup... Correction. One of them doesn't like pancakes. Listen, Miss Hathaway, get me on a plane to the hills right away. I've got to bring the Clampetts back.
Notice folks is commencing to gather for the fair.
Yeah. Where's Ellie Mae?
I don't know. Why?
Well, it's having a cake baking contest for all the single girls, and the single fellas is going to judge. I got to find Ellie Mae.
But, Jed, she's such a miserable cook.
I know. I got to make sure she don't enter.
Morning, everybody.
Morning, Ellie.
Done entered 3 contests already this morning.
Was one of them cake baking?
Oh, no, sir, pal. I entered that one yesterday.
Oh, Ellie, honey, there's going to be lots of nice-looking young fellas in town for the fair. You don't want to spend the day in that hot kitchen baking a cake.
Oh, I baked it last night when it was cool. All I got to do now is decorate.
What other contests did you enter, Ellie Mae?
Oh, basket weaving and post hole digging and barn raising.
Jed, what are we going to do about that cake?
Well, them other contests might help us. We could hide it in our basket, bury it in the post hole, and raise a barn over it.
Alverna Bradshaw, I thought I run you out of town.
Granny, morning, Alverna. It's a mighty fetching outfit you're wearing.
Thank you. I made this hat myself.
Is that a hat? I thought your hair was on fire.
Mr. Kellum.
Yes, Mom?
I'm looking for a suitable place to hold my daughter's wedding reception.
Oh, yes, I heard your daughter's getting married. Congratulations.
Thank you. I understand your dining room might be available?
Yes, ma'am, and it is a dandy. It'll accommodate 12 sitting at the table, or 20 if they each standing. What they call buffet style.
Now, we'll talk about the decorations and the menu later, but I would like some white doves.
Oh, they may be hard to find. Would you settle for roast turkey?
Mr. Kellums, I meant live white doves to sit around billing and cooing.
Oh, well, if it's live birds you want, let me get you some purple martin. They not only bill and coo, but they'll keep down the bugs.
borrow your broom? Oh, howdy, Miss Bradshaw.
Ellie Mae?
I dropped my cake on the kitchen table, and it busted into little pieces.
That's a shame, Ellie.
Well, I guess that'll keep you out of the cake baking contest.
Oh, no, sir. The cake's fine. It's the table I gotta sweep up.
Oh, sweet girl. Too bad she's such an atrocious cook. Now, my daughter is a wizard in the kitchen, besides being divinely attractive.
Big mouth attractive. Why, that girl is so homely. If she dropped her handkerchief in a Boy Scout camp, she'd have to pick it up herself.
Victoria Rose is the belle of this county. Believe me, a lot of men are going to be miserable when she gets married.
Really? How many men is she marrying?
Oh, you little prune face.
Look who's calling me a prune face. Why, you got so many wrinkles, your face could hold a 5-day rain.
Ladies, listen.
Prune face.
I think the fair's about to begin, and y'all don't want to miss the opening square dance.
That's true. I think I'll stroll over to the pavilion.
Too bad Ellie took the broom. You could ride.
I'm not going to stay in here and be insulted.
Well, if you'd rather go outside and be insulted, let's go.
Ain't going no place but upstairs.
Oh, Dad, I want to watch the square dance.
You can watch it from the porch up there. Now scoot.
But, Dad, I won't be able to see.
Granny, you got eyes like a hawk.
And a face to match.
Well, Verna, you're going to get yours.
Granny sure left to tear into Alverna, don't she?
Yep. Been going on for years. I keep hoping Granny will quit, but she's a hard dog to keep under the porch.
Look, they've already started the square dance. The fair's about to commence.
I doubt is nobody calls a square dance like old L.D. Keller.
The bride and picture the door the night, the little lady home dance, by swinging everybody dance. Now step like that, shoot the wrinkles, fingers, and just like shoot the step like that, shoot that hand, pop, everybody in the freedom sing. Well, let's just go to right, you go to the home, you come to go. Now you get home, you swing, everybody swinging, whirl around for the little girl. Circulate, go down where you circulate. Now here we go. And the hand of folks, it be slow and ladies bow. And the big fender, hold them tight, hold that fender, come on, run, hold them high. Stick out, everybody dance.
Well, now the fair is officially open.
Come on, Ellie. Let's go pick you out a husband.
Wait a minute, Granny. Hold it.
Hold it, Granny.
Dolly Mae, Miss Hathaway, come in.
What is the idea of the gorilla suit?
The law of the jungle, the survival of the fittest.
What do you mean?
I'm looking after a bear, a mountain lion, a chimpanzee, and other assorted wild animals. They fight over the food. If I don't scare them, I don't eat.
Well, that should certainly intimidate the fiercest beast.
Well, there's one a dozen, Faze. Oh, you've never heard such vicious snarling and growling. No other animal will go near the food until it's finished feeding.
Is it?
It's a Jethro, that's what it is. Talk about king of the beast. Next to that kid, a lion's a pussycat. Did you reach the Clampett's back in the hills?
Yes, I just spoke to Granny at the hotel back in Silver Dollar City.
What's the news?
Well, I have good news and bad news. Granny says they're not coming back. Going to stay there and get Ellie Mae a husband. And after she's married and settled down, the whole family might stay there.
Oh, boy. Okay, now let's hear the good news.
That was it.
That was the good news?
Wait till you hear the bad.
Forget it. You couldn't possibly top what you just said.
Granny wants you to send them their $85 million.
You did it.
Did you ever see so many people in all your born days?
I don't think I have, Shorty. I lost Ellie and Granny in the crowd. I
Declare everybody in the whole county's here. Must be at least 200 or 300 people.
Say, Shorty, while Ellie's gone, I'd like to snatch that cake of hers and get shit of it.
Oh, you're too late, Jed. She rolled that cake out of here half an hour ago.
Rolled it out?
Well, good for her size of wagon wheel.
Now, why in the world would you...
Well, I got a big oven back there, and I reckon maybe she figured to win on size alone.
No, Ellie's cakes, that thing must have weighed a ton.
It bowled the floor, mine. But it was sure pretty, Jed. Decorated so fancy with her name wrote across the top in ice and Ellie Mae Clampett.
If there goes any chance of denying who done it.
Don't you worry, Jed. As pretty as Ellie is, there'll be some young fella bid on that cake.
Just so you don't bite on it. I wonder where Granny and Ellie went.
Oh, I recollect Ellie saying she'd entered basket weaving. Maybe they's there.
Well, I declare, that is the most beautiful basket weaving I ever did see. Tell me, beautiful young stranger, are you married? No, ma'am. Don't tell me that a girl with your talent and the face and figure of an angel is single. Yes, ma'am. I can't believe it. Why, the single fellas around here must be weak-eyed. Will you weak-eyed single fellas come up front here where you can see? Would you ladies please step aside so the single fellas can get up here? Thank you, thank you. Now, tell me, beautiful, blonde, young, single lady, where you from? Pine Bluff. I was talking to this beautiful, blonde, young, single lady that's weaving this basket. Where you from, darling? Beverly Hills, California. A movie star. I thought I seen a striking resemblance to Mary Pickford. Tell me, beautiful, blonde, young, single lady, what's your name? Ellie Mae Clampett. And where are you staying? At the Silver Dollar City Hotel. Did you hear that, you single fellas? This beautiful, blonde, young, unwed stranger is staying right here amidst you.
Stranger? What are you trying to pull? Ho, ho, ho! You know very well that this girl is your daughter.
Come on, stranger, let's get out of here. Land's sake, look at that candle. Who is that lovely, talented girl?
I don't know.
Who are you, lovely, talented girl? My name is Ellie Mae. Well, Ellie Mae, you sure do make a fine candle. Well, thank you, Mae. I bet you nobody here has ever seen anything shaped as good as that. And the candle ain't bad, neither. I see you got a sense of humor.
Yes, ma'am.
You got a wife?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, step to the rear or you're going to get splashed with hot wax.
No, I won't.
You want to bet? When did you learn to make candles, darling? When I was 10 years old? Did you hear that? She's only been making candles for 4 years. Oh, I bet your husband is proud of you. Well, I ain't married. Did you hear that, folks? This beautiful, talented, teenage, candle-making love goddess ain't married. I bet you single men is astonished. Will you single men raise your hands and show your astonishment? Let them single, astonished young men step forward while I ask this beautiful, talented, teenage, candle-making love goddess a few questions. What is your full name, child? It's Ellie Mae Clampett. Don't tell me you're the daughter of Jed Clampett. Yes, ma'am. The multi-millionaire? Yes, ma'am. The man who's going to put all of his $85 million into his daughter's dowry? Well, I don't know. Did you say that, Paul? He ain't here, is he?
Right behind you.
Now, folks, it's easy to see why this girl is so beautiful. This is her handsome pa. Not only handsome, he's the kindest, sweetest, most even-tempered, understanding, forgiving man that ever lived.
Let's go.
This is the handsome millionaire father of the beautiful blonde single teenage love goddess over in the candle shop.
Kid, did something happen, Granny?
Not yet, but it's going to. She don't stop showing Ellie Mae around this fair like she was some kind of a pet hog.
Hear that, Shorty? He called his own lovely daughter a hog.
Granny.
No wonder I have to work so hard to get the poor girl a husband.
Granny, I'm just about of a mind to take you upstairs and lock you in your room till the fair is over.
Oh, please, Jed. You wouldn't do that to poor old Chick Allen.
Chick Allen? What's he got to do with it?
Well, I promised to help him sell his mountain medicine. You know, like his yarbs and his roots and his berries and such.
You did?
And Chick depends on that for his living. And my professional endorsement would help him a lot. I'm a doctor, you know.
I sure would like to see you help Chick Allen sell his medicine.
Thank you.
But you promise that's all you'll sell?
On my word of honor, as next of kin to the grandest, noblest human being that ever drawed a breath, Jed Clement.
Well,
One of nature's noblemen, a walking saint, a legend in his own time.
Granny, that's enough.
Can I get my medical bag and mosey over to Chick's place?
Okay.
Bless you, Jed. You're a prince among men.
No, Jed. You can't hardly blame Granny for wanting to get Ellie married ahead of Elverna Bradshaw's daughter.
She hadn't ought to made that bet with Elverna.
Yeah, but she did. And if she loses, Elverna gets to kick her clean up to the ball.
That could be kind of humiliating.
And painful. That's 2 miles uphill through rocks and brush. Granny ain't a young woman. Fact is, she's kind of old and feeble.
Gather around, folks. Gather around for the medicine show. Step right up here. Right up this way. Now, seated before you is the famous Indian yarb specialist, Chick Allen, a living testimonial to the health-giving powers of his own potions and elixirs. Now, nobody knows how old this man is, but he has been gathering berries and roots and yarbs in these hills for hundreds of years. Now, you might think that a man this old couldn't budge out of that chair, but you are wrong. Chick is gonna give us a dance, accompanied on the fiddle by his grandson. Right this way, old-timer. Get your grandson up. That's the feller, that's it. All right, let's go. For 70 years, he ought to take his grandpappy's medicine. Now, as you can see, Chick makes potions and elixirs for man or beast. And also, yarbs of joy, Indian salve, blood purifiers, and snake oil. But today, we are going to tell you about a new product, Chick Allen's Magic Mud Pack. Now, to demonstrate the beautifying properties of this miraculous mud, I'm going to have to ask for a volunteer from the audience. Would some lady please step up here? Sorry, madam. We ain't got that much mud. How about another volunteer? How about you, lady?
Me, ma'am?
Yeah. Step up here, stranger. Step right here. The magic mud trick, please. Now, I'm going to apply this magic mud to the face of... I don't believe it. Why, this face can't be improved. Never in my 70 years of doctorate have I seen such a beautiful complexion as I see on the face of this magnificent creature. What is your name, magnificent creature?
Ellie Mae Clampett?
Well, congratulations, Mrs. Clampett.
Well, it ain't Mrs. It's Miss.
Did you red-blooded bachelors hear that? This beautiful, gorgeous young thing with the perfect features and figure to match ain't married.
Oh, you're at it again. Folks, I'm Elberna Bradshaw.
Bless you, madam. Another volunteer.
And I want to tell you...
And this one needs all the help he can get.
You know...